is looking into an issue that affects all of us, the water in our homes.
Boil water advisories have become almost commonplace here in Acadiana. In the past year and a half, we've announced at least 120 of them right here on the news. Breanna Malloy is live in studio with more on the concerns. Breanna.
Well, Jim Marcel, all these advisories got us to thinking. When it comes to Acadiana's drinking water, what's the big picture? Well, to get that, we start off in the small town of Mamu, where residents have concerns about whether their drinking water is safe.
Fill up your bathtub in Mamu, and you'll notice an orange tint.
Something needs to be done, gotta be done.
Then there's the smell.
Bad. Worse than eggs, you know.
Junior Laverne says some days the smell fills his whole house.
People come in and they say, "What that is?" I said, "The water."
He's concerned, and he's not the only one.
It's obvious, you can see it. It's nasty.
Well, I'd like to be able to make my coffee with it.
According to microbiologist Wilma Subra, the color is caused by iron and manganese. And the smell?
So that's hydrogen sulfide.
While these make the water unpleasant, they're not regulated by the state.
It's not something that impacts your health.
Armand Benoit, Mamu's water superintendent, is familiar with complaints.
Our water has a discoloration.
But he maintains the water is still safe.
The water's good to go.
To prove it, he drank a glass himself.
I drink about a gallon a day.
And then showed us the state's latest testing.
That means the water is safe for consumption.
But past tests weren't always so clean. Come to find out, the water's color and smell aren't Mamu's biggest problem. Since 2010, Mamu has had 3 violations for inadequate chlorine.
It could have bacteria growing in it.
7 violations for excessive fluoride.
Fluoride will cause teeth discoloration.
And 2 violations for exceeding the level of trihalomethanes.
And when it goes over that level, there's the danger of causing cancer in the people who are consuming that water.
And here's where our story takes a turn. If you live in Mamu and have concerns about the quality of your drinking water, you're not alone. We compiled documents from every water system in Acadiana and found dangerous violations in every parish. While Mamu has had 15 violations since 2010, many were much higher. Examples include Chaitanya Water System at 27, Grand Prairie's water system at 26, and Tessie Lakeview Estates, a water system in North Lafayette, at 37 violations, including 34 for arsenic.
How many violations they had? Yikes.
The problems with Louisiana's water infrastructure is on such a scale that the American Society of Civil Engineers rated it a D-, meaning poor and crumbling. And in 2011, the EPA projected it would cost $5.3 billion to repair that infrastructure over the next 20 years.
The major problem is the lack of infrastructure.
But small systems like Mamu, that make up 80% of the state's violations, are also the least able to pay for it. These systems often serve low-income residents and have a smaller client pool to pull from.
And it's just making do.
Mamu, like many others, has applied for help from the state, but with a limited pool of money, residents like Junior Laverne are left with few options.
I like people in town here. They was good to me. Very good people. Understanding people. But that water ain't understandable.
If you'd like to know more about the water coming out of your faucet, we've compiled a database that includes every water system in Acadiana. You can find that at katc.com/water. And be sure to join us tomorrow for the second part of our series. We'll transport you to St. Joseph, a town like Flint, Michigan, right here in Louisiana. For KATC Investigates, I'm Breanna Malloy with producer Lainey Cook.